First felling cut of the day. So we've got some front lean as well, but we'd kind of like to tweak it to the right a little bit. So we want that far side to hold a little longer. We'll cut a Humboldt, and then we'll cut this side out of it to try to get this strap to hold. Now this is cottonwood. The last time I tried this, it was a black cherry. Black cherries don't do this very well. Trader wedge banger. Clean that up a little bit. This is kind of a special one I'm doing, Ruben.
Drive in the big truck.
I'm gonna make it so it comes over. This side's gonna close, and then it's gonna roll this way, and the whole tree will kind of drift to this side, because this side of the tree is gonna hang on longer.
Pretty cool, huh?
Look at that bubble. So I could have nipped in here a little farther, but it did flop over this way, because this side definitely tore a lot longer. Another thing, I could have been closer to the apex here, because that caused a little bit more tear here than I wanted. I wanted this to break free a little sooner, but it functioned. It actually caused this to go that way just a little.
Don't come look at this, buddy.
I'm going to demonstrate making some wedges. I only brought 2 wedges off the butt end of a log like this. We can shave some off. You can even do this out of your face cut if you want. And you can manufacture wedges very quickly. You ever cut wedges?
Oh no. I saw Taylor do it in a tree the other day, and I said, "Wow, I've never seen anybody do that."
Yeah, a little
nice.
practical. You cut them with the grain.
Yeah.
So the grain's going this way, and yeah, you can pound on these pretty good. Definitely.
Cool.
So we tried a Swizwell.
Yeah.
I could have been at the apex here, but I did get, I mean, you can see it, it rolled this way.
Oh, yeah.
This held on a lot longer. We're gonna get a little rain. All right. Well, we're gonna try a bore cut next. So we got Sean Myers from North Carolina, retired lieutenant colonel out of the Marines, infantry officer. Really appreciated his help this week. He just wanted to come out and play. So we said, okay. And we've been having fun all week. So this is his last day, he's gotta go back. I'll do a plunge cut quick here before it pours too hard. Maybe I'm gonna get poured on. If it ain't raining, it ain't training. Heard a military guy say that one time. Okay, coming at you, Sean. Heavy lean, so I'm going to drive in here. I want to stay away from that corner. Clean that up just a little bit. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to angle just slightly away from that back corner because you don't want to compromise that. You always want to come in there with your attack corner. Not just, well, there's a way to do it with this corner. We'll show you that later. So this is pulling my bar into the wood. Now if this were straight up and down, you know, I could drive wedges in here. I'm not gonna have a problem with this coming over. It's gonna pop. So I can see through there. I've got about 1.5 inch hinge. I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna cut right out. And I'm on the good side, kind of more weights over that way. And this should break away, this should be included bark here. So I'm just gonna cut out from the middle, straight out. Now you see with an open face notch, look at those ants. Hello. That got all the way to the ground and my hinge never fully broke. I mean, cottonwood is a great hinge wood. We're gonna do another Swizwell and it's gonna work really nice because, I mean, this cottonwood really hinges well. So if your angle of fall is very critical, an open face notch like that, 70 to 90 degrees, is gonna allow the tree to get all the way down without this busting loose. Now, of course, that's assuming you don't care that the tips hit first. So that's gonna, you know, poke into the lawn and everything. So in a yard situation, we might not want the tips to hit first, and we'd cut a Humboldt so that it would close and our butt would fall off and hit down here, and then it would flop down, it'd lay down nicely. But if we want hinge wood all the way, so if we had, you know, over here, Sean was acting like a target over here. If we had a house over here and a garage over there, and we had to have it go right here, we'd want to do a nice open face notch so that this comes all the way over and stays on the stump. And we had holding wood the entire way. This was super predictable. and you could confidently drop it between two targets and never have a fear of it going one way or the other. Especially on a plunge cut, because on a plunge cut, I mean, it's going right now. When you're doing a back cut and you got a tree that's pretty straight up and down and you're wedging it and you're cutting it and you're wedging it, you know, you got time to kind of work it over. On a plunge cut, once she goes, you got to have everything right. If this hinge was wrong, or if I had an undercut here or something, that closes right now and that tree spins, 20 degrees out of line. So open face notch with a nice clean apex. That thing fell all the way down. There you go. That's a bore cut. Now the beauty of doing a top cut first, I can sight through that curve and see my bar on the other side. So I can avoid overcutting. So we get a nice clean apex. So when you cut your top curve first, you can look right through there and see your bar coming underneath. And so that's a good method on how to get a nice clean apex. You don't want any overcuts here. Otherwise that becomes your hinge. So in this case, this will go all the way to the ground without closing. Now here we've got a pretty small one. Let's purposely make an overcut, and let's see, how would that work? I'm gonna undercut this side rather dramatically, and then we're gonna plunge cut it and cut out the back, and this is gonna fall, and it's probably gonna go this way, because that side's gonna close, and then this hinge is gonna start to break from that side to this side. It's gonna cause that tree to go over here. We undercut that. Cottonwood is so good, it didn't even tear. We're gonna have to do that a little better. All right, we're gonna cut a Humboldt here. We're gonna try to get the butt to come off of there and fall first. That's gonna be tough with cottonwood. Cottonwood really likes to hang on, but we're gonna make that Humboldt a nice narrow notch. My chain. That stinks. How many strenches do I buy? I buy strenches like all the time.
Yeah.
We never have stretches.
Wow.
How is that?
Do you ever put stretches back in trucks?
Me? Are you kidding? What good are they in the trucks? You got to use them. Okay, there was one in there. There is evidence that I bought scrunches. I didn't feel this get thrown off of there, so hopefully I didn't ding any. I'm gonna put that back. No sooner he said it, I got this one stuck. You wanna hold that? So I'm terrible at doing Humboldts. You know, fucking Billy, he can come around like that and he's right at the right angle. It's probably a little eyeball thing to do to get that right. Jacob was at a felling place out in Washington or Oregon, and they said, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't try to like line them up. Just trim it. Just break it out and trim it. Get this on the ground. This is going to create a little bit more travel, so we're going to get a little closer to flat before it comes off of this, but I'll probably stay on the cut and come close so that it falls off of there, and I can trim this a little bit. That'll help that fall off a little better. All right, that worked well. I stayed on the cut a little bit. I had more holding wood, so as this peeled away, I kind of cut right up to that. But with this lower cut here, it had more wood to bend. So I cut right up to it, and then that started folding over. So I still had holding wood over here. And then I backed out just before this finished. And so this closed, it broke, and you can see my butt hit first. So that worked really well. That was a Humboldt with a little shaved off, and you know, you can see this side over here that I basically cut right up to the hinge. This had holding wood longer. This broke off pretty fast with it being narrow. This bent away from my cut. So I cut right up to the notch. You'd think, oh, you know, I've overcut it, but you know, the apex was actually out here. So I cut right up there, it bent away, and then it ended up holding on longer here. And this closed, boom. But it felt pretty flat.